Welcome everyone. Western New York Storm Chasers. As you can tell, we've already done a lot of changes since yesterday's little test stream, and you can see who's here with me this time.
And you got me here now too. First time I've been live in what, 4 years now?
Yeah, we were just talking. He's not used to going live and stuff. So, but anyways, I'm Mitch Bellinger. I'm the founder, lead storm chaser for Western New York Storm Chasers, and behind me is Andrew Stevenson, our chief forecaster here. This is also his first time in our new office media center, what will become our studio here over the next few weeks, months, stuff like that, however long it takes for us. But we wanted to come live. As you guys can tell, we've got kind of a new ticker at the bottom. We've got a cool little weather thing up here that's showing our live weather here in Falconer right now. So you guys can see we've had a wind gust of about 5 miles an hour. Them winds drastically came down from what they were yesterday, and we're sitting at about 8 degrees. I know last night when I was on you, we were at -1 on the weather station that's outside. So, and currently right now, I know everything's kind of opposite. There's our pressure. We're getting a precip of nothing right now. But we're going to kind of go through and do some updates here for you. So, lots of exciting new stuff happening, new logos, tickers, all that stuff here on the stream. And then we've got a bunch of other stuff. So, anything?
This escalated quickly.
This escalated quickly, so bear with us. Like I said, this is still kind of a learning experience and everything for us, but we've got a bunch of different stuff kind of set up here that we're going to show you. We'll transition over here to our WSV3 that's showing the winter storm we've been talking about. As you guys can see, it's really starting to build itself up across the country here. And this is actually our forecast, our in-house forecast for what's going to be happening. And this is set for 5 p.m., which is about 5 p.m. now, and runs for 12 hours through 5 p.m. tomorrow. So this is kind of what the in-house weather system or weather forecast system is showing. So you can see down here right now, how do you stop that loop? There you go. Andrew's way more experienced at WSV3 than I am. So, but this is the current look at the system right now. You can see Oklahoma City, Lexington, Memphis, Texas. These are all states that we talked about last night that are not used to getting this kind of stuff. So it's already, I think Andrew was telling me he was watching a bunch of other storm chasers that are down there. I know Reed Timmer's out. Bunch of other storm chasers we follow, and there's only a couple inches, you said, on the ground,
yeah,
right?
Just 1 or 2 inches, and there's been a lot of accidents.
A lot of accidents.
I think it was, I want to say, Arkansas. There was a sign that fell off the thruway and onto the highway and blocked. I don't know if that was, I'm assuming that was from wind and blocked the highway. And yeah, there's been a lot of accidents down there. But they're not used to that
right,
compared to us.
They don't have, all-season tires, or, I mean, they have all-season tires, but they don't usually have winter tires down in the southern states and stuff. So that's kind of what's causing problems down there as far as traffic. And then, of course, another thing that we got to worry about is the grid. The grid, I know it's going to take a beating here with all the heating and stuff that's going to happen. So, again, states that don't normally heat.
Even like they were calling for like some of these areas an inch of ice. That's,
yeah.
I mean, what did we have last month? We
had like
a quarter.
Yeah, that was a quarter.
And that made things slippery. And they're getting an inch of ice down there, which is not good.
Right, and we've had a lot of trees down and everything too with that. Well, I think some places got up to 0.3 of an inch, but still, I mean, an inch of ice, you're looking at almost catastrophic damage between tree damage and power lines and stuff like that. So
you add up the cold on top of that, so when the power goes out and you get the cold, and that's gonna almost add insult to injury.
Right, exactly.
So I just wanted to show, I think I showed yesterday on Facebook, this system was back here yesterday. It was a small little system, and now you see it just blew up into this huge system that's causing anything from severe weather, ice, snow. It's impacted more than 200 million people across the country.
Yeah, 200 million people. That's insane. This is a massive system. And actually, I don't know if we can pull it back up. Let me see if I can pull up those advisories again. Oh, yeah. There I go. See, messing things up already.
And I'm gonna turn off radar or clear that off. Yeah.
Yep. So these are all the watches and warnings that are currently going on right now across the country. You can see what I think you posted. Did you say Hawaii or someone posted Hawaii and one other state does not have a Nevada. Nevada
doesn't have any kind of
any warning at all. Yeah.
We were just like discussing too. I don't remember the last time the border had extreme cold warnings down there.
Yeah. Yep.
And almost the whole state of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Like I said, the entire state of Texas is under a winter alert of some sort.
Warning. I think it will tell you. Yeah, it's not showing up. It usually tells you like how much snow they're expected down there, but it's not when you click on it. But it's not showing up at the moment.
Yeah. Again, this is live, and we're still testing our systems. You can see we've made a lot of enhancements since I was live last night. But
zoom in a little too. The west.
Yep. So what you guys are looking at right now is Western New York and the Northern PA, Ohio areas. We're going to kind of just play around in our system here.
I think it broke. I think we broke it.
You broke it? There we go. Clear those. This is all live. Gotta love lives, but we know you guys are understanding and stuff.
Yeah, I think we might have to close it out and close it. Reopen it.
Reopen SV?
Yeah. Get it back on. Sometimes when you overlap stuff, it doesn't make it. So, yeah,
Well, we'll pull up radar scope and we'll kind of discuss that while we're working on getting WSV. Oh, let me get it back up here. Get our system back up. But this is the current look at radar right now for our area. So you can see not much is going on right now, but in the next, 6 hours or so, this is all going to kind of start changing. You can see actually this is a lot of the storm reports that are already coming in on our system here. This is radar scope too, but these are all systems here. What were you looking for?
someone said they couldn't hear me. I don't know if you can fix that.
Oh, yeah. Someone can't hear Andrew. We'll turn this up and I'll kind of...
You know, I have a microphone. I didn't bring it with me. That would help.
We still got
It's kind of spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, this is a spur of the moment thing. I've been working on graphics and stuff all day, and again in the office. And Andrew was working, and he came right over from work. So, but I just turned the volume up. So I'm sorry if I come across loud and he's not. But we still have to have our team meeting and get all the equipment together, microphones, stuff like that. So there you go, Andrew.
We got our first star sender too from Paul Slater, 100 stars.
Paul Slater again comes through with 100 stars. I know Paul was sending us stars left and right on a test stream last night. So thank you so much, Paul, for the 100 stars. We appreciate you guys.
Put radar on. This is current radar right now.
So this is, I'll let Andrew talk. This is current radar right now of the storm that's currently happening.
So yeah, we got everything from snow, freezing rain, and sleet. The sleet is kind of the orangish color here, and the freezing rain is the pink color there, and then you got regular rain down there too. But yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, you're starting to get a lot of mixture, and I don't know if you guys seen back when we had the forecast going up too, but there was actually a squall line out towards Alabama and Georgia too. So this system is really bringing a mixed bag of precip and severe weather, and everything's kind of coming with this.
Yeah, it was actually a couple hours ago. The Storm Prediction Center, I think I can put this up there, issued Day 2 outlook for severe weather down south, which is shows up. Sometimes it takes a minute.
Day 2.
Turn radar off for a minute. Yeah, there's a slight risk for portions of the panhandle of Florida. That's to the south of the cold part of the system. There's a 5% tornado risk down there too.
Oh, and a 5% tornado risk on it. Okay.
So category
tornado.
Yeah, that includes Panhandle, Florida, Mobile, Alabama.
Yep.
Parts of
should be able to scroll it. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. 5% tornado risk on top of the cold snow and freezing rain.
Yeah. So it's insane. I mean, these places are going to get rain, some mixed sleet, snow, some snow, and then tornadoes. Like literally every weather aspect you could expect is pretty much coming along with this system.
You can actually put on radar, the local radars down here too. Turn that on, it's going to come up with Buffalo radar. We'll put site labels on, and we'll find a radar down here. Which radar do you want to go with?
Go KBMX, maybe? Just under Birmingham.
It's all rain down there right now.
So yeah, you guys can see that the rain right now, this is live radar, exactly what's happening right now down in Columbus, coming into Birmingham. But yeah, this is crazy kind of what this storm system's going to do, and of course wind.
Fine, let's see what's going on. It was snowing, I think I shared it last.
I think you need KTLX. Oh no, TOKC I think is, oh no, it is KTLX, okay.
But yeah, last night I posted on there, it's snowing in Oklahoma. When you think of Oklahoma, you don't think of
snow. No. Oklahoma, it never snows. I mean, you think tornadoes, rain, flooding, stuff like that. And as you can see right now, it is just raining, but there are, actually looks, almost had some supercell looks to it. But I don't think.
I like the regional radar better. You get everything in it.
Yeah.
Because, that wasn't showing. It was showing it as rain.
As reflectivity, it wasn't showing it as precip. Okay.
There's a way to fix that.
Yeah, so again, this is live. We're still messing with some systems and stuff here, but it is actually raining in Oklahoma City. This is the regional radar that kind of shows the precipitation depiction, where the other one was just reflectivity. So, but yeah, you can see coming into here, kind of back where we were, just off to the west. This is all probably ice. This pink shade here, that's just
it's freezing rain.
Freezing rain, ice. So places like Clarksdale, Greenville, Columbus, Tupelo, those areas are just getting absolutely inundated with ice and sleet and everything right now. So, but looking back, obviously we don't want to, we just kind of wanted to show you the system that's on the way. Now it does look quite disorganized, to be honest. I mean, it's a lot bigger and got its act together than what it did yesterday when we were looking at this, but as it traverses, it's kind of going to get more of its act together. And you can see kind of the leading edge of it right now is up by Indianapolis, kind of heading on its way right up towards us here in New York. I don't know if you knew this, but a couple days ago, actually, when this was still out in the Pacific, the National Hurricane Hunters
I saw
went out.
Yeah. Survey the storm.
Yep.
Usually they're surveying hurricanes. Winter storms. I'm actually going to put the warnings back on here for a minute.
While Andrew's messing with that, so kind of what we're talking about is a couple days ago, before this storm made landfall in the United States, they sent the hurricane hunters out in an airplane to go investigate this storm. So I thought that was kind of cool. Normally they're chasing hurricanes, and here they were chasing a soon-to-be big winter storm. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of winter storm warnings. That's just the name of the game. Everyone's under a winter storm warning. I don't think, everywhere.
Oh, yeah, there we go. It's popping up now. The start times.
Yep.
So, living in our area, you get 3 national weather services, so they all issued a different time. Erie and Crawford County in Pennsylvania, the winter storm warning, I believe, goes into effect. I have it up here at 7 o'clock tonight, I want to say.
Andrew's just pulling up the winter storm warnings, but what he's talking about is we're kind of sandwiched in between 3 different offices. What is it? Buffalo State College and Cleveland.
So Cleveland, they do Erie and Crawford County, Pennsylvania. The winter storm warning for Erie and Crawford going to effect 7 p.m. tonight until 1 p.m. Monday. State College does Warren, McKean, and Potter County. They have it starting at 10 o'clock tonight. Western New York is National Weather Service in Buffalo, but even them, they broke it up. The southern tier, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Allegheny, southern Erie and Wyoming County starts, I believe, at 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then Niagara Frontier, including northern Erie County, Genesee, Niagara, all starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then same thing for getting into central New York there. I think that's the National Weather Service in Binghamton? Yeah, Binghamton, and they have that starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So Different start times, but they are all ending, I think, at 1 p.m. They have the end time all the same.
Yeah. What is it? Is it 1? Oh, this is showing 7.
I thought they were all the same. Yeah, it is 7.
Yeah, it is 7
p.m. for Western New York, 1 p.m. for Pennsylvania, I think.
Yep, you're right. So 1 p.m. for anything out of the Cleveland office, 7 p.m. for Western New York. Yeah, same thing, 1 p.m. I think out of State College too. So when does this start again? Is it
for Southern Tier? It starts.
It started.
That's when it was issued.
Oh, that's when it was issued. Okay.
For us, it starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I think 1 o'clock for Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Allegheny, Southern Erie, and Wyoming, and then 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for the rest of Western New York up in the Buffalo area.
Yep. So talking about, we'll kind of look at some, like I said, we'll go back to radar scope here and just kind of look at our area. Obviously, nothing's really happening right now. We're still kind of on the outskirts of this incoming storm. Only thing that we're seeing right now is a little bit of lake effect up here in Ontario, but I don't think I'd quite call that lake effect. That almost just kind of looks like a little bit of clutter, if you will. Doesn't look like it's really making the shore. You might be catching some flurries up on the shoreline here, just north of Rochester. Just north of Rochester, so places like Sheridan, Kendall, Lyndonville, Somerset, probably getting some flurries off of this, if it's even making it to the ground. But yeah, not much happening right now in Western New York. We like to call this the calm before the storm, right?
It's cold, but nothing's happening.
It's cold. It is very cold. But the winds aren't as bad as they were yesterday. I know yesterday's winds were horrible.
At least we don't have to worry about that. With this system, the winds will be very light, like less than 10 miles per hour. So
yep.
we don't have to really worry about any blown and drifted snow.
Yep. Now, we were talking, this was actually supposed to kind of hit us late tonight, late evening, right? And then it slowed up.
Expected to arrive after midnight, and then the models came in this morning and pushed it back towards like 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yep.
And then they were also having, some of the models were showing an early exit tomorrow night around the evening time, but I think it lets up towards midnight going into Monday, but it should all be out of here by Monday morning.
Okay. So Monday morning, I mean, this was originally looking like an all-day Monday kind of thing too, really. You know, yeah. And now it looks like it's going to have more of an early exit. So at least that's some good news.
Got a couple more star senders. Paul sent 50 more stars, and then Victoria, I just lost it.
Our Victoria came in with 100 stars. Stay warm and stay safe. Thank you, Victoria. We're actually not out chasing on this one. We're in the nice warm office right now. Like I said, doing some more trial and error here on the live stream, trying some new things and stuff too. So, but thank you guys so much. I know Paul sent, like Andrew said, Paul sent another 50 stars. Thank you all so much. Those, your donations are very welcomed and very grateful for every single one of them.
Are you going out chasing more on the snow?
I don't know. I'm kind of playing it by ear. I don't have anything planned. Obviously, I'm watching the football games.
Is there anyone even interested left in the...
Not really.
No, not really. Patriots, Denver, and then with the Rams and the Seahawks? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. If you guys got any questions, feel free to start dropping them in the chat. We don't want to just sit here and blabber on about the storm. We are kind of doing this to answer your questions. We do have the stream pulled up. I've got my laptop over here. He's got his tablet there. So we are watching your comments and your star donations come in. So if you drop stars, we'll shout you out live right now. But if you got any questions, drop them right in the chat. Let's see. Chad, by Monday morning, what are the possibilities I can get to Rochester to plow my mother's driveway? Monday morning? That's about the tail end of the storm. Yeah, so
luckily it's just coming over in a span of like 24 to 30 hours, so I think the snow plow should be able to keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's going to be, and it's a sand-like snow too, because it's so dry, it's like a 20-to-1 ratio, so it's...
Wow. Yeah, 20-to-1 ratio.
It's more like sand and sugar. That's the finest of the snow for this system.
Not the big old fat fluffy
Or
flakes.
the wet heavy stuff.
Or the wet heavy
Throw
stuff.
your back out trying to shovel.
Yep. We'll jump back actually to our camera shot here. But yeah, any more questions? Let me go through here. Watching, oh gosh, I'm gonna Enij Oblaj, watching from in southern West Virginia. Just started snowing here around 4. Go Bills. So he says that it just started snowing around 4 in West Virginia. And I know actually our fellow storm chaser Jackson is down in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, I think he went down there with the news station he works with down there.
Yep, they were helping their sister station down there and everything too. So if we get any footage or anything like that from Jackson down in Oklahoma, obviously we'll share that to the page and stuff as well.
Yeah, I just saw a comment from Andy. Yeah, earlier in the week, this system was not supposed to impact us. And
No.
then newer models came in and had more of a northern shift with it, and now here we are. And I think I posted early last week about heads up, this is coming.
This is coming, yeah. And I said that on the test stream last night that Andrew was, and actually I'm gonna put you on the spot here after, but Andrew kind of called out this storm earlier this week. Like I said, we don't like to look ahead too far because so many things change, and then of course we get the whole, oh, you guys were wrong, and blah, blah, blah. So we don't go out far anymore. I know I used to look out real far, but I stopped doing that. You said you were, go ahead.
Just lost my train of. And I was going to say, looking out that far after, like, you can get an idea more than a week out, but so many things change. I mean, a week ago, this system wasn't even going to hit us.
Right.
And now within the last couple of days, now we're going to get
It's all
snow.
started tracking north, more north.
The models have pushed it farther north than what it was originally supposed to be.
Right, right. You mentioned something about possibly another storm tail end of next week.
Well, after the system moves out towards the Atlantic by Monday night, still going to be cold, so we're going to get into lake effect. But the good thing is Lake Erie's almost frozen, so we shouldn't have. At least off Lake Erie, we shouldn't have much snow to deal with. There'll still be some lake effect because it's not thick ice, but the more significant lake effects could still be off Lake Ontario.
Right. And Lake Ontario hardly, I don't think, really is ever frozen over.
All right, pop quiz. When's the last time Lake Erie froze? Anyone know?
If you guys know the last time Lake Erie was 100% ice covered, drop it in the comments. We'll let you know if you're right or not. Andrew's he popped quizzed me earlier and I got it wrong.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, we'll tell you that. I'll give you a clue. It was nowhere in the 2000s.
I'll give you a hint. No one knows. It was my birth year, but no one knows that.
No one's going to know that.
Is that? You want to tell them?
What's that?
You want to tell them what year the last time?
I want to see...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Andy Piazza comes in, of course.
1996 was the last time Lake Erie completely froze. I think the last time it got close to like 95% was like 2021, I think.
Yep. That sounds, yeah.
And then
I
the
think
past
that's
few
right.
years it's been warm, and last year I think it got a little over 50%, and a couple years before that it was just too warm and there was a lot of ice on it to begin with.
Right, right.
But yeah, 1996 was the last time Lake Erie froze over, and I think we're going to get there this year. It's just been this constant cold, and after this weekend, it's going to get
It's going to be very close.
It's going to be very close.
Very close. Like I said, Long Point, it seems to be that one area that just doesn't like the freeze.
I think it's like the deepest part of Lake Erie towards that end, or
Yep.
Long Point there.
Yep.
I mean, last I knew it was like 85% covered.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Let's see. So, what is the total for the Cheektowaga Airport area? I heard that the totals have gone down to about 5 to 8. I think we're still 12 to 18. Towards the lower end of that.
Like more towards like Erie, Crawford, maybe Chautauqua County. I think it's more 8 to 12 inches. Buffalo area is looking at like 10 to 14, and then the far east you go closer to where the systems go. I think it's close to like 16 inches of snow, which you can probably bring it up on here and turn off all the watches and warnings. Winter.
Andrew's actually going to pull up the winter accumulation expectations here,
Find it.
and then we'll transfer.
Find a different PAL it's more winter-like.
Winter-like. While he's working on that, I'll answer, see if we can get any other things. Oh, Victoria, I think my magnet got delivered yesterday. Gonna venture out to the mailbox. Awesome. I know we've had a few people comment that they've gotten their Western New York Storm Chaser magnets. So again, if you are a subscriber of ours and we sent you out your magnet, check, make sure you got it. And if you did, send us a picture with your magnet or even on your car, anything like that. We'd love to see it.
That's close.
Does that work for you?
This runs through 7 p.m. Monday.
So here, go over here and hit transition. There you go, now they can see your screen. So again, back to our in-house system here, looking at kind of the accumulations across our area. You can see it's relatively the same across the entire region, but so around the Jamestown area, there you go, Andrew's kind of putting up some numbers here.
Close to Erie. Or in most areas, you'll probably see around a foot, maybe a little less towards the Lake Erie shoreline.
So just to answer your questions of how much snow we're expecting, you guys are watching us kind of put the accumulations up right now. So we're looking generally around a foot. That has come down, like Andrew said, from our original 12 to 18. And again, I told you guys last night that this system is changing every minute. It could change its track, which changes accumulations, and just within 24 hours, we're already bringing down expected snowfall totals.
I mean, a couple of days ago, the models were showing, what, 16 to 20 inches? So this has come down, and I think maybe because the models were showing an earlier exit compared to leaving Monday afternoon, now starting to taper by Sunday night, early Monday.
Right. So when we were originally looking at upwards of almost 2 feet, now we're looking almost half of that. So, and again, there's a bunch that can change. The system could take different tracks, could end up blowing up. There's so much that can change, but we wouldn't expect much of a deviation off these numbers, I would think.
And the heaviest snow is going to fall, I think the National Weather Service was saying between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow afternoon is the heaviest snow, and you could get snowfall rates up to 2 inches an hour during that time period. So light snow in the morning, it gets heavier towards lunchtime, continues into early evenings, and start tapering down snowfall rates
After that. So 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. you said?
Yeah,
was,
that's what the National Weather Service was saying for the heaviest snowfall rates.
Perfect. So there's your guys' answer on accumulations there.
So yeah, I'd say 9, 10, 11 inches near the Lake Erie shoreline. Jamestown, Olney, and Wellsville around a foot, maybe a little bit more. 10, 12 inches Buffalo area, and then the snowfall totals kind of climb the farther east you go.
And now obviously the further east you go, the more you are towards the center of circulation, so you could expect to get...
Show Lake Ontario region too. That's getting farther.
About the same.
That's getting farther north.
Yeah.
These are definitely lower amounts than they were. And I think that's what the National Weather Service was calling for, was somewhere between 12 to 16 inches of snow.
Right.
Erie for Cleveland was calling like 8 to 12 in the Erie, Pennsylvania area.
Right. And you guys know, obviously, when we were, like I said, there was a 6-inch difference between 12 and 18 inches, obviously, and now, since we're starting to get closer to this storm and it's making its approach, we can start to fine-tune it, and that's where you're getting these adjusted snowfall totals around a foot or so.
And if you're wondering where these totals come from, in our system, these totals come from the NDFD, which is part of the National Weather Service forecast. So when you see these posted online on our Facebook page, they're coming from the National Weather Service.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just looking at how's Buffalo going to be looking at 3 a.m. tomorrow? We'll all be in it. Oh, no. That'll probably still just be on approach around 3 a.m. tomorrow.
I can pull the models back up again. I can zoom into activity, load. 5 p.m. I guess I'll let it load here for a minute and get a closer view of tomorrow. Maybe. Why is it not loading? My broke it again.
May have broke it again. Great.
This was loading faster on this system than my own computer. It takes a while
to load. Yeah.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Maybe.
I thought so.
System's acting real goofy. Again, this is all a test. This is all live.
I
so
should just change it farther out than just 1 hour. That would probably help.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. What's the date tomorrow? 25th.
She was wondering about. So I would do 3 to 4 tomorrow morning. Scroll up.
Let's see. I'm gonna start at midnight. Yeah.
That's the end time.
Working out the kinks. Midnight, and then we'll go to midnight.
We're just answering Tori's question here. She's curious how Buffalo's going to look around 3:30 in the morning tomorrow.
We'll go
so
midnight to midnight.
there we
Give
go.
it a minute
Now
to
it's
load.
loading.
I think most of this starts to arrive after midnight tonight, the lighter snow, and then heavier towards tomorrow afternoon.
Why are we 41 hours out? That's yeah. I see it. Hold on. 25. We want to go till 4 in the morning. Load loop. That's better. All right. So you guys are kind of seeing the system pulling in all the data now, but just answering kind of the question of how Buffalo's going to look at 3:30 in the morning. Clear. But you can see that around, what is it, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, you can see that southern, or the down here, northern Pennsylvania, southern western New York starts getting into the leading edge of this storm. So if you live down, in Warren, Erie, the PA border, looks like 3:30, 4 o'clock is when we'll start getting into the leading edge of this storm here.
And that's why Cleveland and State College has the warning starting earlier compared to Western New York because it arrives earlier.
Right. Yep.
I say 7 p.m. tonight for Erie and Crawford, and then 10 p.m. for Warren, McKean, and Pot counties.
And then obviously
1 a.m. for the southern tier, and then 7 a.m. tomorrow morning for the rest of Western New York.
Right. Michelle, you said so around 12 for Salamanca. Actually, you're probably about the same. So about an arrival, leading edge of this storm, arriving in Salamanca about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
So I guess if you have any plans, maybe better off doing it in the morning when the snow's lighter, because after lunchtime the snow rates are going to start picking up.
Yeah, so pretty much from noon tomorrow till, I would say, midnight. Noon to midnight, you're not going to want to be on the roads. That's when it's going to be the worst. Andrew is he's adjusting the timetable here on our in-house system to show you guys further beyond. There you go.
So this goes out until noon tomorrow? And the darker the colors are, the heavier the snow. So around noon, you see the darker blue colors starting to arrive across the southern tier of northwest Pennsylvania, showing those heavier snow amounts. And then if we take it out to 6 p.m. now. There we go.
So yeah, you guys are kind of getting a look at how this system's going to traverse through here. And this is from midnight tonight through, he's adjusting it, hold on. Midnight tonight through 6 o'clock tomorrow. So you can see at 6 o'clock tomorrow, we'll still
Everyone's going to be in the snow.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting it. This is not lake effect. This is a synoptic system where everybody's getting it. Western New York, Central New York, Northwest Pennsylvania. We can zoom out and show you.
Just scroll out. I think you could just scroll out. Yep.
So yeah, everyone's getting in. The farther south, you get southern Pennsylvania. Looks like they're going to get into some around Pittsburgh.
Mixed preset.
Going to get some freezing rain down in that area.
And then to kind of pull it out even more, we were talking about that severe weather threat. This is what they're looking at right here. This is why they've got, that, what was it, the slight risk along with a 5% tornado risk.
I think that's the front movements.
Yeah, yep. So this is kind of the front part of this system moving through, and you can see it's got a bit of a squall line right here. So the Panhandle, Alabama, Georgia, areas like that are going to have to watch out for some severe weather here.
Yeah, and Andy says if this was more of a wet snow, there could be some issues with like the power grid, the heavy wet snow. But luckily, it's not heavy wet snow.
Right.
It's just that sand sugar-like snow.
Yep. So, all right. See what else, other questions you guys have here. Hopefully I'll hold off until 12 p.m. when I leave for work.
Throw radar back on. Yeah, the leading edge of this is starting to move into southern Illinois and southern Indiana right now.
Zachary Yetzer, wind's still relatively low? I think you said, what,
10,
no more
like
than 10 miles an hour?
10 miles per hour, yeah. There's not a lot of wind to this event, so we don't have to really worry about the blowing and drifting snow that would reduce the visibilities.
So, any other questions you guys have? Anything you guys would like to see us answer for you? We want to give you guys as much info leading into this tonight, because once we go shut the live off, we go back to just Andrew's awesome posts. So if you guys got any questions or anything like that, please feel free, jump on. We'll answer them for you.
You know, somebody was asking if Pennsylvania is going to get hit. You know, Pennsylvania, northern half of Pennsylvania is going to be all snow. You get down south of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia area, then there's going to be some freezing rain and some sleet starting to mix in.
Oh yeah, that was for Chloe. Chloe was asking. Let me kind of bop back here a little bit. New York Instant Alert says, evening, gentlemen. Good old John there.
Somebody asking about the ice coverage right now in Lake Erie, and I'll look that up and give you a number in just a moment.
Cindy also asked about Warren, PA. So yeah, again, like we were looking at earlier here, everyone's pretty much gonna get the same amount and stuff like that. Andrew is kind of looking up.
It went down. It was 85%, and it's down to 80% now. Lake Erie is currently at 79.18% covered.
So 79.18% ice coverage on Lake Erie
and
right now.
85. Let's see, today say it was 85 on Thursday. So I think it's some of that ice is still very thin.
Oh yeah, it's very thin, and like I was saying last night, it's not thawing. Obviously, it's not thawing. It's 6 degrees out. Actually, our little weather ticker up here says 5. The weather station I'm looking at says 6, but it's wind. I mean, yesterday's wind was crazy. So the whatever ice layers out there is real thin, and I'm sure that wind just kind of broke it up a little bit.
It's thicker towards Toledo and Cleveland because that ice has been forming now for a few weeks down there, so it's thicker down towards the Cleveland, Toledo end of Lake Erie. 17%, that's Lake Ontario's ice coverage is currently at 17%, which is double what it was just a couple of days ago, which is shows you how cold it is.
Right. Chloe, I'm talking about Rixford, PA. Let me see if pull those accumulations back up, or forecasted accumulation. We'll pull it up for you. We'll pull up Rixford, PA, and kind of show you what the expected.
Where's that at?
I want to say it's over here. Actually, let me look on my phone. I gotta look where Rixford, PA is up here real quick. There it is. It's only 38 miles from us. Rixford is up by, it's just south of Duke Center, over by Bradford. It's east of Bradford. Rue, Eldred. So Bradford, it's in this area right here.
So it's looking at like
right there.
14 inches.
Oh, so we'll transition you guys back over to our system here. So yeah, just to answer your question there, Chloe, this is about where you're at. That's the number that they're expecting for Rixford, PA. right now is about 14.1
What's
inches.
that? McKean County?
Believe so. McKean, yeah, I think that's McKean County.
And for Warren, McKean, and Potter, State College is calling for, I think, 12 to 16 inches of snow for Warren, McKean, and Potter counties.
All right, let's see what other questions you guys have. Jared says, howdy. Lisa, I got my magnet. Love it. Thank you. I'm curious if the temps were warmer and the snow had a lower ratio, how much snow would we get? Let's say for the areas that get 12 inches and stuff. We were already talking. This is already a low ratio.
Yeah,
It's that
20 to 1, and I saw some reports could be as like 25 to 1.
Yeah, so this is the ratio is actually expected to be real low.
It is a very dry snow because we got a very dry, cold air mass.
Yep.
Coming from down from Canada.
Right. Now, if it was the fluffier type stuff, you're probably looking at what, a difference of 5 inches or so, 3 to 5 inches. If it were fluffier. And obviously any wind would be able to blow the fluffier stuff around even more, stuff like that. So not much of a difference, but the ratio on this is already pretty low.
So was it asking about the wind chills? Let me pull, because I was just looking at that before we went live. The wind chills from last night were negative 30 in some spots.
Wow. So some places had wind chills of negative 30.
Like
That's
Eastern Lake Ontario region, like up towards Watertown, Oswego, it was like negative 50 for a wind chill last night.
Wow.
It got down pretty cold. Let me see.
negative 50 wind chill.
I think it was up in Minnesota. They were like negative 60 up in that area.
Jeez.
We're just going to return the sender of this cold air from Canada. They can take it back.
I know, right? Hey, Canada, if any of you guys are tuning in, you're welcome to take this cold back. Take it back.
Yes.
We don't want it no more.
The coldest was Watertown. Negative 47 was the wind chill last night in Watertown, east of Ontario. In Western New York, it looks like the coldest was, there's no reports for Jamestown. The closest to Jamestown was like negative 30 in Clymer. Buffalo dropped to negative 22, the airport. So yeah, there was widespread negative 10, negative 20, even negative 30 wind chills last night.
Crazy.
Thankfully, the wind came down compared to yesterday, so they were able to drop the wind chill, the cold weather advisories. It's still cold out there, but not as bitterly cold as it was.
Right, right. All right, guys, last chance. Any more questions or anything for us? Anything you want us to answer for you, please drop it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll probably start.
Give them a little preview of what's to come, even though there's a lot of stuff that we already did, like for the...
So, you know, I talked a lot about it last night of kind of what's to come for us and what we'll be providing you. I know I showed you guys kind of a quick glance around the office here, our new office that we're setting up, and it's slowly coming together. I know once Mother Nature gives us a break, we'll have the team here where we'll sit down and kind of plan this all out and start remodeling it. We'll get all the equipment in here, cameras, start setting stuff up. But yeah, I mean, obviously I know a lot of people are excited about that green screen. They think that's pretty cool. And magnets, yes.
Any handy or...
The magnets, I can go get them quick if you want to chat with them. I'll leave you guys with Andrew. He loves doing lives.
Yeah, the first time I've done a live in 3-4 years now. So yeah, does anyone else have any questions before we... Brenda asks, how much snow expected in Hamburg? You zoom in here and say the Buffalo area. If it comes, I'd say around 10 to 12 inches around the Buffalo area in the South Towns, Hamburg, around 11 inches. That was quick. They just have it like sitting outside
I knew
or
where
something.
they were.
So yeah, around,
Transition it over. They can't see what you're doing. There you go.
Okay, here we go. So yeah, around, I'd say 10 to 12 inches around the Buffalo area and the South Towns. We were initially thinking there might be some lake enhancement coming off Lake Erie, but with so much ice on there, I don't think we'll get lake enhancement. I think the lake enhancement's going to be coming off Lake Ontario because that's still pretty much wide open.
Yeah, we were talking about if you are a subscriber to, or subscribed to us on Facebook, we sent out the first 10 subscribers, right? Did we hit 10 subscribers?
Yep.
Okay. So the first 10 subscribers, we sent out free Western New York Storm Chasers to just kind of thank you for being our first 10 subscribers. Oh, yeah, they were seeing up in the upper left-hand corner.
Still learning.
Still learning. And we'll get all this stuff figured out, obviously, as we continue messing around with it. But these are the magnets that we sent out. We do have some additional. Like I said, there was a limited stock. This is what we have left. So I think we are going to post them up for sale. So, and like I said, once this is out, that's all we've got until we order more. So if you want some of this first batch, you're going to want to jump on it quick. And we'll obviously make an announcement. I think we're going to sell them for $10. $10 a piece. Comes with free shipping, obviously. We'll ship it direct to your door. But yeah, we'll get these listed once we can. Obviously, we got to come up with a system to take orders and fulfill the orders and stuff. So, but what you guys don't see is off cameras, we actually have a shipping center too. So we've got a merch line coming. We're trying to find a company that we can have develop our merch line with the Western New York Storm Chasers logo and everything on it. We'll do bumper stickers, obviously the magnets, maybe some cups, hats, stuff like that, polos. And obviously the team is going to be getting a bunch of polos and stuff like that too. So when we're live and out chasing and stuff for you as well. What you messing with now?
I was just trying to put radar back on.
Oh, okay. So there's that. I touched the merch line, the magnets. We're going to get our emails back. I know at one point we had Western New York Storm Chaser emails. I still own the domain. I just got to get the email server back up. So we'll have emails, a website's coming. That will be another thing too. There's so much to do. Not enough hours in a day. What else am I missing? We actually, we onboarded Jared.
Yeah, if you haven't already, give Jared Paxton a like and follow on his page. He's done some pretty nice photography over the past few years. And with him on our team, we'll get some good water photography too. Hopefully some good storms this spring and summer. Gwen was asking what type of snow this is going to be. So this is going to be more of, it's a 20 to 1 roughly ratio of, that's like 20 inches of snow equals 1 inch of rainwater. It's going to be very sandy and sugary like. So yeah. It's a very dry snow.
Very dry. Yep. It's not wet. It's not going to be heavy. It's just very dry. Low moisture
Someone
content.
commented on the post yesterday, he's like, you can break out your blower there and just blow it off the sidewalk.
Yep. That's kind of how it's going to be, is if you got a blower and need to plow your driveway, just blow it off. Actually, it was funny. I was coming through Jamestown yesterday and there was some landscaping companies blowing the snow. I was like, that's genius.
Or maybe a torch.
Yes, torch works too. If you got a flamethrower or anything like that.
Are those legal? Can you do it at the Mount Snow? Probably not.
What else am I missing? What else do we got in the works? Obviously,
we're on YouTube now. So
we're on YouTube, and we're currently live on YouTube. We just figured that out last night. I figured out how to do multi-stream, so that's cool. Like I said, we've got new cameras and stuff coming for the chase vehicles, so we're not using cell phones and stuff. I know our Jackson Hickey is bringing a bunch of equipment once the team can all get together, and we're going to kind of figure a lot of things out. We're upgrading Jackson. Sorry. You can hit me for that. Andrew's home weather office too, kind of upgrading some equipment there. There's so much in the works for 2026. We're really
gonna go join Weed on a Midwest storm chase, like he said.
Yeah. So those that haven't seen, that shout out video that Reed sent us back just before Christmas. Yeah. He kind of challenged us to come chase out in his backyard, and we're contemplating it. Let's put it that way. So you may see the Western New York Storm Chasers out in the Heartlands this year.
Because if Western New York's like anything like last year, we didn't get much severe weather at all. We did the one chase to Ohio, and that was about it. And even then, it wasn't. That kind of fell apart too. So it's one of those. Our last good chase was a couple years ago when we had that outbreak, when me and Jackson were on it.
Or was that 3 years ago?
The remnants of Hurricane Beryl that dropped
Yeah.
7.
Yep.
I want to say 4 tornadoes in western New York, 7 in the National Weather Service, Buffalo, and over 10 across
it
New
was
York
crazy.
State.
It was a tornado outbreak when Hurricane Beryl remnants came through. And if you guys, the tornado that you guys see on the tail end of our intro video, that's from that. So
the one in there's the Buffalo tornado that
Yep.
spawned. That's in there too. That was
the one with the tree.
2024.
Yep. And if you guys look, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's a horrible video because it's not landscape.
On a phone.
It's on a phone. Yeah, it's a portrait. It's not landscape. But right when that video starts, if you look up on the lower left-hand side, you could actually see the condensation cloud.
I'm trying to remember. Was that tornado warned, that storm? I think
That was not tornado
I think it was
warned.
just severe warned.
Yeah, it was severe warned. They didn't have a tornado when it hit Buffalo, but yeah. So keep an eye on that. Next time you see or watch the intro videos, you could actually see the vortex in that video. It's pretty cool. But yeah, lots coming. Obviously, a lot of things changing. We're going to be doing a lot of updates and stuff. If we don't chase this storm, obviously we'll be doing updates and stuff on the chaser page and stuff as well. Any questions that I missed before we sign off? What about the potential storm next weekend? Could we be too far inland? I know it's a week away, but wanted your early thoughts.
Since yesterday, I honestly haven't looked at the models that far. I know we're supposed to it's going to be cold enough for lake effect, but I'm not expecting much off Lake Erie. Because, I mean, we'll still get some light lake effect because it's not fully frozen and ice is still relatively thin, but it's going to be much more significant off Lake Ontario compared to Erie. I think much of the week's just going to end up dry but cold.
Yeah.
Like this cold weather's not going anywhere, and I probably can bring that up to Climate Prediction Center's outlook if we still have.
No, we're not even transitioned over to that. They were not even seeing your radar.
Yeah.
we're talking and completely forgetting the transition here. So
yeah, I can probably bring up the Climate Prediction Center outlook for the end of the month, and it's not going to get warmer anytime soon.
Yeah.
Let's see, this is the 6 to 10 day. They need temperature outlook.
So what we're pulling up now is the temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center here.
Yeah, it is. It's not going to get warm anytime soon. That's the 6 to 10 day. That's 8 to 14. Sometimes when you move too fast, the system doesn't like it. But yeah, it's going to be cold for the rest of the month into the beginning of February. And this doesn't tell you what the temperature is going to be. It just tells you how cold it is below average. And it's going to be 60-70% below average in terms of temperatures, even down in Florida. It's cold.
Crazy.
Unless you live on the West Coast.
I was going to say,
basking in warm.
Might have to go visit the West Coast because they're looking like they're going to be well above temperatures. So that's the 6 to 10 day outlook. We'll jump it again to the 8 to 14. This just kind of takes it through the rest of the month. The 6 to 10 will get us out of the month. So
the beginning of February.
Yeah, so this is looking at the beginning of February. You can see we're still sitting below average temperatures, but could this be a sign that we might get
I did see there's some indication maybe first weekend of February warm up a bit, but if we're looking for like a big warm up, it's not coming anytime soon. At least with the cold weather by February, we shouldn't have much lake effect to deal with off if it stays cold.
Right.
It doesn't mean if we get a big warm up and get a cold blast and some of the ice melts, we might get snow. But for now, it looks like lake effect snow might be dwindling into February off of Erie.
I agree.
I know some people like the snow. I think you and me I think we're ready for spring here.
Yes. And I know you guys, your snowmobilers, your skiers, all that stuff, you guys are probably loving this. And trust me, we've got a pretty good dousing of snow coming. And the good news is that it's not going to melt off anytime soon. So you snowmobilers, you guys should have beautiful trails come after this storm passes. They get it groomed. Same with the ski resort. Ski resort's going to get a nice blanket of snow. So, and I said it again last night. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe there's quite a bit of school closings on Monday. And it's not even just because of the snow totals that we're getting. Those have actually dropped off a little bit. It's the cold.
It's going to be cold.
It's going to be very cold. And a lot of these schools have a lot of walkers and stuff like that. I know Jamestown's
a big walk-in.
Yeah, Jamestown's a big walk-in. They did a half day, Friday because of the drop in temperatures.
I think.
Yep. So,
I mean, it started, wind chills are like 0 yesterday in the morning, and then it dropped -20 by dinner time.
Yeah, crazy drop off. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. We don't like to keep you guys too long, but we could just, again, this is, I don't want to, it's a little more organized than it was yesterday. We've got new tickers on the bottom, obviously our little weather thing up here. We've got our weather programs up here. We've got Andrew in here finally, and he'll be in here a lot more, I'm sure, utilizing all the tools and stuff we have here in the office. But again, thank you all for jumping on and joining us. We've got a big storm coming, so we'll keep you guys updated over the next couple days during the event of this storm and anything.
As I say, not the end of the world, but
no, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world for us. Down south may be saying something different. So this is just another storm for us up here, but the south is what's really going to take the beating because they're not used to this and don't have the infrastructure for it. So. But again, thank you all for jumping on. Stay tuned to our Facebook page and our YouTube page for any live updates that we decide to come on and do as well. We are also on Instagram, so if you haven't followed us there yet, go on and follow. We are also on X as well, and we'll keep you guys updated with anything. Anything else you would like to say to our followers?
I think so.
I think we answered everyone's questions.
Just passed 35,000 followers.
We just passed 35. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Right before we came live, we just broke past 35,000 followers and continue to grow. So, all right, guys, we don't want to hold you again. I'm Mitch Bellinger, your founder, lead storm chaser. Andrew Stevenson, our chief forecaster, signing off, and we'll see you next time. As always, keep those eyes to the skies. You got it. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe.